Hey guys, so I'm not a car guy. I've never been a car guy. However, I was looking for a new car. I know I wanted to get back into a Toyota Tacoma. 2024 came out with a whole new body model and a whole new engine system. And so I thought, let me wait for it. And it worked out perfectly because my car actually broke down on the way to the dealership to purchase my car. Luckily, I was on a waiting list. These things are very hard to come by right now. The reason why I'm making this video is because I had a lot of problems trying to physically find things about the car that I cared about. I didn't care about the load and the weight capacity, whatever. I wanted to know, does it have cup holders? How do the seats fold? What does the dashboard look like? And a lot of the information out there was for TRD models or for limited models. And I'm like, no, I'm an entry-level SR5 person. I want to know what the SR5 looks like. Finally, I was able to do that. I got my car. I'm so fucking excited. I'm not being paid by anybody. Toyota does not sponsor me. The dealership does not give me a kickback for anything. I just want other, people who were looking to have the information that I didn't have so that you can know whether it's worth waiting for or whether you should go with another car. I was gonna do the F-150 before this. I did not because I wanted to go back to Tacoma. My first car was a 2004 Tacoma. I had that for 10 years. I had a Hyundai Elantra GT for another 10 years. And so now this car, hopefully I will have it for 10 plus years, but here it is. His name is Big Papa. This is the underground color. So I'll go ahead and give you a little superficial tour that people who are not car guys or not car persons or women care about. So here it is. This is the underground color. This is not a very common color. So underground is it's kind of like a charcoal navy, which I fucking love because it's not a boring gray or silver. I didn't want a white car, and I'm also not gonna be paying $475 extra to get a red car. Seriously, $475 extra to get the car in red. No, not gonna do it. So there's the front. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. This is the year that they changed the body. It's all about the body. It looks like a mini Tundra. These are the wheels, 17-inch alloy, whatever. They're not that pretty, they're not that cute. I would probably get other wheels in the future when I have money. This is the oval tube step. This thing costs 700 bucks. It's a dealer install. You're kind of gonna have to have it. This is a blacked out package or whatever. So anywhere it would normally be chrome, like here, the logo up here, it's gonna come in black to kind of match the car. I think for this specific color, it works well. If you had a white car, maybe you wouldn't need the blacked out package because it would kind of blend more. Let's start with the tailgate. It does not slowly come down. I think the Limited has it. This one, it'll fall down. So you got to hold that shit up. The liner here is the plastic cover. It is lined. It's not Rhino liner. Some of them do come with Rhino liner. Mine didn't. This is the 5-foot bed. I really wanted a 6-foot bed. However, with a 6-foot bed, it would not have fit in my garage. With a 5-foot bed, it's 212 inches long. But then with the 6-foot bed, you add a foot to that. So it's about 225 inches long. That definitely did not fit in my garage. So these little tracks here are where you're gonna have the little brackets that attach and for helping keep things down in the bed. This is the back seat right here. There's sufficient room. Again, I saw the F-150 and it was fucking huge, but there's sufficient room. It's not bad. These fold up. That's a new feature. So you have storage under here. So the deck rail and cleats that attach into the tracks there. Those are a manufacturer install or whatever. Those are 70 bucks, so those are fine. My umbrella. Here, the mud guards. I think they're 60 bucks on the page. Those come with it. This goes down. And also, pull them out, lay it forward, and you can fold it all the way down. So you have an entire space on top to store stuff, and it does that on both sides. And then there's also extra things in the back. Go. The interior is nice and sleek. It's I like things that are very square, so this works perfectly for me. It's all one color, which is really great. Coming into the passenger seat, so again, really nice and sleek here. Glove compartment, not the most space, to be honest, and you can fit a few things like the damn Bible they have, their house keys, my first date knife, essentials. This is the 8-inch touchscreen. Oh, I gotta take the sticker off. The 8-inch touchscreen. I thought I wanted like the 14, the massive one, but like you don't really need that. I mean, you really don't. And you can see here, it's very basic. Your defrosters front and back, and then you have the mode, how you want the air to come out, and then whether you want the air to circulate from the inside or from the outside. Again, very basic, which is fine. You don't need anything else. This is where I think it's kind of a sham. You get this connectivity kit, right? This thing is $75. It is 4 wires that cost $10 on Amazon, but somehow they're charging you 75 bucks for it. That's probably one of the things that kind of pissed me off. I wish I could have not gotten it with this, but kind of had to. So do better, Toyota. My Costco card. You got cup holders, nothing crazy. Got cup holders back here. Again, very, very basic, which is actually really simple. That's what I like. Center console. I mean, it's not very deep, but if you had it any deeper, seriously, you would lose stuff in there. You don't need that shit. Okay, so sorry I went for a run. It was dusty. Don't judge me. The seats, leather would be nice, but they only come in leather if you're getting the limited, which is way more expensive than what I can afford. So it has this fabric that is comfortable, I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. This is supposed to be, treated, so it's easy clean. We'll see how that works out. It would have been cool to have leather, but at the same time, leather in Texas is hot as fuck. So here we have all the basic, light stuff. This controls the music down here, and then cruise control. And this has like the adaptive steering, which is actually really cool. I've never had that before. Push, start, stop, push. Ooh, look at that. This little switch right here will toggle through all the settings. So there's no message, thank God. These are all the little alert systems that I have active. There, that's the, of course, trip distance, blah, blah, blah. All the music I'm listening, the true Chris Allen. I was not listening to that. I was not. Adaptive cruise control. So that's what this all looks like. And you can of course change, the mode to be sporty, to be, old timey, whatever. And here's the screen. Of course, it has the Apple CarPlay, cruise on by, and Domino's. How'd that get there? And PR, I use that a lot. Yeah, that's the interior. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Very simple. Again, I like simple. So this is kind of a thing. This is the dash cam, right? The dash cam comes in almost all the models. This thing costs $500. It really sucks that you have to have something that costs $500 in your car. In the 22 years, whatever, that I've been driving, I've never needed to have a dash cam. I mean, it's like, I've never cared about having a dash cam, but now they all come with it. So you gotta fucking get it. And that just jacks up the price of the car, which I think is stupid. Now, a cool thing is that if you call around to different dealerships have different or distributor, installs and stuff. So you can get them without the dash cam. You can get them without the oval tube that costs $700 and definitely knock down the MSRP of the car. I was calling San Antonio, I was calling Houston, I was calling Austin, and all of them had different installs that, affected the price of the car. But one thing you have to be aware of is that they have market adjustment rates. I bought my car at Cedar Park in Austin. That was not the first place that I went to, but this place that I stayed with, because they do not charge a market rate adjustment. Other dealerships charge a $5,000 upcharge for a market rate adjustment to sell the cars. That's really stupid. San Antonio was doing the same thing. Houston was doing the exact same thing. Cedar Park is the second top selling by volume Toyota dealership in the country. So they don't have to do the dealership markups. And also, haggle that shit. Haggle it. Believe me, it's worth it. Haggle it. Get 2 or 3 dealerships, find your lowest price, and then pit them against each other and be like, hey, they're giving me this, they're giving me this. What are you going to give me? Because people want to sell the car, and they're going to sell the car, but you just have to know how to ask for it. Okay, so speaking of factory installs, window tinting. That was something that came with the car that I had to purchase. So you can see it says do not roll down because I just got the front passenger and driver side tinted. Windshield, not tinted. Driver side and passengers back seats, tinted. Looks beautiful. I can ogle people without them knowing I'm ogling them unless they're ogling me back. And in that case, do we have a connection? Do you want to go out? Stuff like that. So now talking about mileage. Now the reason why I wanted to go with the SR5 is because the SR5 is supposed to have the best mileage out of all the Tacomas. It's supposed to get 26 on the highway, 21 in the city with an average of 23. The other car I was looking at was an F-150 that was a hybrid that was just 23 city, 23 highway. So I kind of thought with the mileage, I'm kind of getting the same deal. Now I've been driving it around. I'm getting probably, it says like 21, 22 average, but you also have to be careful about how you drive it. Because if you're just gonna like a start stop, you know, person, then you're gonna go through that gas real fast. In terms of financing is really hard right now. I did not get any kind of good financing through the dealership. I went through several places. I did Capital One. It was like variable with each dealership and with each car, so I didn't like that. I also tried Chase. That didn't work out for me. All about the credit unions when it comes to financing your car. I did RBFCU, a resting bitch face credit union, even though it's not what it's called. And they were gonna give me 6.29% for a 5-year loan, which was like, okay, that's it's not good, but whatever. And then I went through UFCU. They gave me the best rate. They gave me a 5.9 for a 4-year loan, or a 6.49 for a 5-year loan. So I decided to do the 4-year loan, 5.9. I can refinance that once in the life of the loan. So hopefully when interest rates go down, and that'll help me out. But that's about it. And again, I'm not a car guy. This is a very superficial, you know, review for people who are just curious about what the car is like. And hopefully this helps you go buy a car or not. I don't care, because I'm not getting paid.